So the idea is to have all your footage in an external hard drive. Sounds like smooth like butter.
So this is a Windows-based VM with an RTX 5090 attached to it. So any Windows-based remote desktop protocol applications you may be used to can be used to punch in that IP address and that username and password, and you will be able to remote into it. From a Mac OS standpoint, I've used Microsoft's own Windows app to remote into machines. But if you have used any other RDP enabled application, that works just as well. So I'll pause there, and maybe because Jeremiah, I see your hands on keyboard and mouse. Maybe you want to share your screen, and we can watch you log into it, and then we can.
Yeah, let's give this a shot. Bear with me here.
And then Kent, what we'll need from you is if you can drop that access key secret key into the chat that we made on the call live last week. That's the final piece that we will need to get that workstation hooked up to the bucket.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. You are Windows based. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you can just open up remote desktop connection, or just start menu remote desktop.
Where's that at? Is that in here in settings?
Yeah, you can start smart searching. There you go. Remote desktop connection. And the computer will be that 104.36.84.218. And then more choices, because you're not going to, it does not know who Jeremiah is. So use a different account and say administrator. And then copy that wacky looking password there. And you can say remember me, so that way you don't have to. If you do it again, make sure you. I say before this meeting is over, be sure to save this username and password locally. And then you can say don't ask me again as you connect to this, so that way you are remembering this certificate for future use. And then say yes.
Say yes. Say don't ask, or.
Yep. So, don't ask, and then say yes. And here you are. So you can, this is a 16-core, 60 gig of memory machine, and as I mentioned, does have a RTX 5090 associated with it. But first thing you'll want to do is open up Object Mount.
I want to open up Dji right away. Check out what projects you guys got going on.
Hold on. Go ahead and go over to credentials. Add new credential, and then we're going to be on the lookout for an access key, secret key that Kent's going to put into chat.
That's this one here, the 3UMXB.
And then the second piece, which will be an even longer string.
And I had that one, and I did not have another one with that in these notes.
So you did have a text file that you downloaded that I made sure you did.
Gotcha.
So refer back to potentially your downloads folder for that.
Yes, there we go. Secret key. Gotcha. Be nice if I had more than 4 seconds to prepare for these.
Dude, that water bottle is huge.
Okay, you just want to verify that 3UMX is the access key?
Yes, let me double check that from.
me copy the other one. I don't know if that was different build than we had. So scrap the 3UM and use this one here. All right.
And then you can hit next. You can say mount all the buckets and hit next. You can say keep POSIX mode metadata enabled. This is what's going to let you see object creation timestamps and things like that. So hit next and create mount.
All right, let's go.
Finish. And then if you go over to the mounts tab.
What does object mount do?
Sure. So object mount, this is going to make a cloud bucket look like a local drive letter on your workstation. That is the highest level explanation I can give it. But on the back end, it provides file acceleration with intelligent pre-caching and read-ahead algorithms to really make that cloud bucket look and feel like a local drive beyond it just being a local drive letter.
Gotcha. Okay, so sorry, can I ask a question here? So I created a second mount, which is Tulum, and it's showing up in mine, but I'm not seeing it there on Jeremiah's. I'm not sure if I did it right or did it wrong. It's got full access for both and POSIX on for both, buckets one.
Did you, I'm trying to remember when we made this access key, if we made it just for this bucket, or if you go back and make another bucket after our call last week. That I'm guessing you did.
Yeah, because I thought I would leave the red carpet one for the simple stuff, and then as we were getting into this project in more detail, I thought this is a perfect use case because we're one episode in and
Got it.
using it for the rest. So I
Actually,
created a
I'm looking at your bucket I'm looking at your Storj account, and I'm only seeing one bucket, that being red carpet.
Are there just two different folders in the bucket if we open them out?
So do you want me to screen share for a second? And I can...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, those are the right folders. Where are those?
They're on the red carpet.
Oh. Okay. So I did create a second, I'm just making sure I'm using the right word, a second mount, and I put Tulum there, and so looks like the content's coming in, but under the red carpet somehow.
Yeah.
Sure.
You might have mounted the same bucket twice, right?
Correct. So just because you gave the mount a new name, the access key is only going to be tied back to the bucket that it has access to. So if you use the exact same access key and you just gave it a new name, then you have two mounts with different names that are actually just referring to the same thing on the back end.
Okay.
So, but if you're bringing up a good use case of if you're wanting to have buckets be your logical separation between projects, you will want to then create a new access as you make new buckets, so that way you can be, providing access to projects on and off as needed, or you could be saying you have one bucket under one mount, and you have a red carpet folder with all the data underneath it. You have your other projects as another folder with everything underneath it, instead of having multiple buckets.
Okay. So I should have organized this inside. Just put all of these into one folder, and then had one mount, and then had separate folders with projects underneath of it to make it easier. Okay. So is there an easy way to fix that now that we're loading up so much content in here? Or
I would say, let the transfer finish. That way you don't need to go back and figure out what actually copied and what didn't.
Right.
Because this is a local drive. You can be moving these things into a new folder just like you would be dragging and dropping things on your desktop or laptop.
Okay. So yeah, Jeremiah, Veronica, don't move anything around then until we've confirmed, because this is going to mirror the drive that you have locally, Veronica.
Okay.
This is coming from the backup, so that way when you and Jeremiah are talking, you can reference where everything is and be able to access it.
Copy that.
Okay.
317 gigabytes.
Yeah, so that's still coming in. There's Jeremiah, on those first two folders, they're probably about 75 and 80% transferred. So that there's going to be a lot of stuff that's not in those yet.
Okay. So if I wanted to, can I like just come into the mount, grab the footage, and then exit the remote view and then just work like on my actual DaVinci, or do I have to work on this DaVinci Resolve?
So the reason that we are providing you this remote PC is that way you can be working with Resolve next to where the data is sitting in the cloud. So if you wanted to, you could copy it down locally onto this VM if you wanted to have that kind of local feel. What do is you can just be importing the in this case the O drive into Resolve and working with the media as is in place for your timeline creation and things like that, rather than needing to wait for that time for it to copy down locally, do the things. Object Mount is going to allow you to work on the in place in the cloud for a lot of the form portions of this work.
Okay, I gotcha. I understand. So Veronica would be able to like hop in here and
so she could export her rough version of the first episode, and then you could, because you're going to color grade on DaVinci, right, Veronica? Is that right?
That's right. Yes.
So that could work then. Is once you've got your first version done, you could upload it into the mount and then work on DaVinci to do all the color grading.
Perfect. Okay.
Where's the workspace? I'm going crazy. Is this thing good? What is this tab?
Yeah, I think you can unpin the one with the IP address, and then it will hide. Can you get that to hide?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I was like, where's workspace at?
So before anything, I think this is such a cool idea. Like, I love that we could all just be able to go from wherever we're at and just edit and use the same cloud.
That's why we are building this very cloud.
Yeah, it's such a good idea. Like, really good.
What version of DaVinci is this?
It is whatever I grabbed from their website, so I think it's... Oh, I guess you could go right there.
This is this Studio?
This is not Studio. So, Storj, we provide you with the workstation. We don't necessarily provide you with your software that you may be using. So, Resolve is out here as the free version of Resolve, but this is not Resolve Studio. So, if there's any software that you want to download on here, feel free to do so. Yeah, this is a workstation you have access to, and you can download and install whatever you need on it.
Okay. But you're gonna color grade on here?
Yeah. Why?
Okay. No, because I'm just goofing around in these settings.
Yeah, I'll probably end up. I'll have like I'll grab stills and add them there, and then I'll just have like the tree. If you want to add your tree, because I know you have your own like node
Yeah,
tree,
I could add my
that
trees
would
in
be
here.
fantastic.
Let's see.
Because I want to see your tree.
I can even
You can hide that Google Meet dialogue there as well. Yeah.
So if I want to import media, okay, let's try this out. Boom. Then we go here for the mount. We go to the mount, say, because I know there's some footage in here already. Let's try my footage. Tucked up under here. Okay, so let's do. So this should all just slide right on it, right?
Yep, if you do a select all,
Let's figure this out. Let's figure this out.
So we'd have to get a second instance of like a studio key to have this run on this machine as well as Adobe. Is that?
Probably, yeah, for me and Veronica to have like both of our like comfortable workstations. Because for mine, I could show you my DaVinci key, but I know you guys probably know what that looks like. But why isn't this responding?
I think ultimately what I would just need is the shortcuts to be accessible and just the node tree. Because I'm only using color grading in DaVinci.
Yeah, you'd probably want the studio then.
Yeah.
Because where'd this bad boy go? The DaVinci's having a heart attack right now. I think I gave it too much footage.
bring in Task Manager. Let's see if it actually is like choking on some resource.
Oh, there it is. Bingo.
It just hasn't. It needed us to do an introspective.
Can I play these back? What's going on here? Hold on. Just audio? Oh man. Bueno.
Is there a codec that we need to install on Windows first? Maybe? I don't know what container these are.
These are V. Were you just having like this problem when you first got your laptop, or am I crazy?
That's why I'm returning it.
This was you were getting black footage on playback from one of the cameras, right? And
no, but this is my footage. My footage didn't have the black playback.
Yeah.
There's no problems with my day one footage.
It was more about the media player not being able to play the footage. So I couldn't find a media. I couldn't even,
You know what? Here, let's see if we could do a quick little workaround here.
Yeah, check. Is there any way to check J1 and put your footage on?
I'm looking at the data here too. So this is Jeremiah.
Just for the sake of like right now.
Because your since Yamil and I were shooting with Sony, we had the same. I don't know, for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, MVI 0001.
Yeah, what does that mean?
That's just the file name, but that's the food. I'm looking at it on the hard drive here.
Okay.
That's the cooking where he's on the skillet.
Yep. And is it? Are we able to see it?
Yeah, it plays back.
The cooking on the skillet. We used that clip, so I know that there's no problems with that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it was a good clip. I like that clip.
Okay. That is my email. Where are you? Dropbox, two-step. Come on now. Don't be so cheeky. Maybe it is a codec on the actual. Says Google sent a notification. I just want to upload like 2 clips to my computer to see if they played back on mine. You know what I mean? But I'm not seeing anything here from my Gmail. Alright, let's take a look. I don't know. Okay, Gmail sent me a 2-step code. Fantastic. Let's try another way. Let's try Google Drive. Sign in. Okay. Who has access to this remote PC? Just everyone in this call, or
Everyone in this call.
They can change the password on it too if they want, right, Eric?
If you want to change the password, go ahead.
Yeah.
okay. Now let me do a file upload here. Let's go to here. Okay, we just need I just want some juicy clips. Come on now. See, because my issue with this is okay, if I go to...
Yeah, that's the file. I just played that back, the 0001.
That one works? 0001 works?
Yep. I mean, I can see it here locally.
Oh, okay, well, if you can see it, then...
Because it's not still writing that file if it's showing up, correct? Sorry, I'm not sure.
Correct.
Because it's still copying it. It should 100% be there.
0001.
And then Derek Jacob, while he's looking at this, I have another question.
Get that pin back.
I have my Mac set not to let any of the drives go to sleep when the monitor goes off, but it seems to me that during the transfer, it's stopping it whenever the computer goes to sleep. Is that... Is it a Mac problem? Because it's set that it shouldn't do that. It should continue to not put the drives to sleep. But
so it looks like a drive, but in reality, it is a network transfer. And so what you would want to say is, if there's any, don't go to sleep while network transfers are occurring, because there is no power state on this drive. Again, I'll use air quotes. It's mounted as a local drive, but it's not a drive, and so it wouldn't feed into that power saving logic of don't fall asleep if these drives are active, because this drive isn't active. It's actually it's a network transfer that's taking place.
okay.
How do I get that pin back? How do I get how can I minimize this remote viewer?
I think if you go to the top of the screen, it will pop back up.
Yep.
Maybe you moved it to the right a little bit.
Oh, there we go. Good read. Okay, so let me go here. Let's go. What do I have on my Google? So we go Google Drive. See if this will work. Alright, let's try an actual Tulum timeline. Let's go here. Alright, let's go here. More media. Downloads. Where'd this thing go? Okay, so the clip plays back. Let me show you guys in my downloads. Oh, not so sexy.
That's not what it looks like on my machine.
Well, that's not what the thumbnail shows either. Let me see the properties of this. And it looks like the full file size. Let's try it in DaVinci. Maybe this thing just wants to have a heart attack real quick. Okay, fantastic. So this plays back.
Hope you guys aren't hungry.
Yeah, so that looks really good.
This plays back on my viewer. I have it on like the wrong project settings, but yeah, I mean, if you guys. Okay, so I mean, that's money here. But if we go back to here, that clip is just strictly audio from what I can tell. So maybe codec player, perhaps, or I don't even know.
Yeah, can you check the codec on your desktop and just see?
Yeah, let me get that.
And the other thing we could do is just double check file sizes and just confirm that the file looks all there.
Where's that thing going now? Scan for this bad boy. Where did I put this thing? Oh man. Should be oh, there it is. Bingo. Okay, I'll put you over here for now. Okay, so the file size here, properties, 228, type of file is MP4, opens with media player.
So you could just play that in media player, right? I wonder why.
Let's give it one more shot. I mean, it like had a heart attack last time. Yeah.
This is on your local machine that it's having a heart attack.
Yeah, this is having a heart attack on my local machine, but I mean on DaVinci.
DaVinci it works.
I mean, here's what I can try. I'll export this as codec. What codec does the machine have? 264?
It is a bare install, so it actually shouldn't have any codecs. Likely doesn't have any codecs because it's a Windows-based VM, but it's Windows Server, and so Windows Server is very stripped down, so it likely has minimal.
264 is for like legacy players.
Yeah, we can try that.
It should work for do NVIDIA here. Okay, this should be kosher. Wait, where's this going? Hold on. Where am I exporting this to? Selling LA Luxury. Start the downloads. Low key. Alright. So then I need to. We're playing hot potato with this footage. File upload. Okay, this should be going up. There's gonna be. Okay. Oh, this is gonna take whatever. So let me go on my remote machine. Link. Let's go back onto. Ooh, oh yeah, Google Drive. Give me right here. Boom. Sign in. Let's go here. Okay. That was it. This will be saved. Your passkey will be saved. I have no clue, bro. Chop this. Okay. Well, I mean, they're both like viewable here, so download anyways. Okay, what is this? Choose the initial settings for playback. Make Windows Media Player, the default program. Sure, bro. I've probably seen that. Let's go in here. Okay. So maybe it is a codec thing. Potentially. Let's see. Let's do a new bin. Put it in here. Downloads. Okay, yeah, it's a codec issue. So all the media that's here is probably H.265 or like something else. You know what? Let's try Veronica's footage too, because could be what
and it might just be a matter of finding out how to install that codec. Maybe if you install DaVinci Studio, the full edition, it takes care of installing that codec.
Oh, you know what? You're right. You are right, because this is not Studio, so it doesn't play 10-bit. So when you export in H.264, it plays back only 8-bit, and when you render things out in H.264, it renders everything out in 8-bit. But because me and Veronica have cinema cameras, they roll back in 10-bit, sometimes even 12-bit. So yeah, unless we wanted to re-export everything in H.264, it's probably gonna be a Studio. We're gonna need a Studio.
Re-encode all the raw footage is what you meant?
No, I mean, if you want to, I'm not doing that. I'm not re-encoding all 400 million gigabytes of that.
I was going to say use the nice 5090 on this machine to do it, but it needs the Studio license to be able to
Do it.
to do it in the first place.
Okay, let's figure out. Hey, V, where's your footage stored in for root? Clips, perhaps? This looks like Veronica footage. Oh, wait, V! Wait. No, I don't know. Maybe that's why you were having trouble with the footage in Tulum.
What?
Because my laptop version was in Studio. Oh no, but it was playing back on your camera? Black?
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, no, see, I can't even play Veronica's footage because we have like 10-bit color, and it's probably like 4K too. Is there any attached video with this? Actually, it's, oh wait, that's the audio. 16-bit audio. But yeah, I mean, this is fantastic for sure. But I mean, for now, I'd probably just rip some footage off of here. And can I not get dual screen here? Jeez.
So the other thing that you could do is install Object Mount on your regular desktop, and you know how you went through Google Drive to copy everything around?
Yeah.
Instead, you just drag it over into the drive on your local machine, switch over to the remote machine. It can take 3 to 5 seconds to refresh sometimes, and then boom, you just copy and use it straight from there too.
Gotcha. Yeah, V, I don't know if you're lurking on my media player, but hold on, let me sign out of this. I would probably say, I mean, how much is Studio DaVinci? Like $300?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's unlimited, it's not monthly.
Yeah.
And is that only for one machine or one machine logged in?
So you get one Studio key with, like, let's say I purchase Studio, I get 4 keys. So you can use that on 4 different machines. Like I'm sharing my key with 2 other of my editors. So yeah, and we can all work at the same time. So if you purchase Studio, like Veronica could get Studio, this machine could get Studio. Veronica gets Studio on her own machine. This machine can have Studio, you can have Studio as well. Because if, let's just say Veronica wanted to track like only the greens in this clip, like she would she'd have to like manually come over here and like splice like greens. Let's see. It'd actually be the yellows. But like, you know, it'd be hard to pull it apart versus if like, let's see here. Where's that little guy go all the time? There it is. Versus if we went to mine, let's see. Oh, this is Fusion tab. Wow. Like she could come over here and then she could do magic masks on like specific veggies. And then like you get like a specific selection. I know for Veronica it'd be super, 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 super helpful. Especially for me too, because I'm used to working like this. So
Yeah.
like for the machine, fantastic. I'd probably just get footage if it didn't have studio, but if it did, like, then yeah, I'd work on there for sure. For sure. Because then also too, like I have my other screen split here, so like I have two, but on my workspace, I'm not sure if there's a way I can get it. Let's turn dual screen off. I have all my stills from like my log footage. This is not log footage, but like from whatever I did shoot log, like let's come over here onto like one of my other timelines. Like these have my personal grades on here too. So on the machine that me and Veronica would be rolling with, I'd want to be able to just like import all this information so Veronica can use it, and so that way we're all on the same page. But if I know I won't be able to use CSTs in the free version, which CSTs are important for color space and for color grading. Just as a heads up, but I mean, the product seems like fantastic for like a one-stop shop for all footage, all resources. If we're out traveling, I think Huda said that she was like preparing the next big project.
Yeah, we got Thailand and Philippines next, so.
Yeah, so if you know we're out there and we need good rendering and we need you know high quality, you know, high end production on the go, studio is going to be a must. And I'd probably even argue for Adobe. What do you, Final Cut, Premiere Pro? I don't even know. But
Veronica, what are you using for?
Yeah, what do you use for your,
Adobe, but I already have Adobe, so it's just yeah. I agree. I think the fact that DaVinci comes with 4 keys is fantastic.
Yeah, and then for how many keys do you have with yours? Is it just for one machine or?
I don't think Adobe has keys.
It's one machine.
Yeah.
I think Adobe's like kind of like Photoshop. You have to be logged in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I use it. I use it just to edit, and then just to get the good color. I go to DaVinci.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess for Veronica, Jeremiah, for the sake of Derek and Jacob's time, are we pretty close to understanding how this works?
Yeah.
For sure. How can I download this on my machine? I just go to Object Mount over here because I want to be able to pull footage. Like I know when Kent's done uploading all the stuff, probably by the end of tonight, I want to be able to.
Wow.
Yeah. I want to be able to like go in and like start picking out pieces of footage. So where do I go? Like just Object Mount.
So Derek sent you a link.
Yeah.
And then before you dive into that, I just want to mention, I believe you can do multi-monitor over RDP as well to the remote workstation. I don't know if I can help you set that up right now, but I do know that's possible. You could set up both of your screens on the remote workstation too.
Okay, yeah, that would be helpful for sure. Well, I mean, for now, since it seems like, I don't know, in my personal opinion, I'd probably rather just use my own DaVinci because I have my built-in transitions as well. So like in Fusion, like I have like my home files set up for, where is it, under effects, templates. Like I have my own like particles and like the stuff that I've made. I mean, I know we can get this on there, but it just seems like I'd have to go in and like fully mod out or like customize, I guess you could say, how much flexibility do you have with this? Is it just like another one of like another computer that I can come in here and start?
Oh, perfect. We got Stuart's joining us. So we'll just let him come on. I was saying we were having some issues with codecs, but we've got that sorted out now, Stuart. Do you have a minute, or are you pressed?
I'm good. It's very loud here. I'm configuring a server, so I'll mute.
Okay. I think you've met everybody on the call at some point. Maybe, I don't know Jeremiah in person, but we're just going through, and we've gotten to the point where Veronica, Jeremiah have everything so they can log in, they can access the files. We're just looking at the different versions, and I think, did you have a version of Premiere that you're not using the license for that we could add to the virtual machine? Did you say that before? I can't remember.
I have one. I'm not using it.
Okay, so that would be great. Then Veronica, if we use Stuart's version on the virtual machine, then that would give us Premiere. And then we're just looking at the DaVinci Studio versus the free version. So maybe Jeremiah, could you just really top level show Stuart kind of what you were doing, how you were laying it out, and how that would apply for all of our projects, just so that.
Yeah. So for like, let's just say this project here, since I already exported this, I can just make things simpler. So this project, this footage has a LUT on here that I made. So if I reset the LUTs, this is what the footage naturally looks like. This is straight out of the camera. But if, right, and I come over here, and this is my own personal grade on that. So if I wanted to do like, have access to CSTs and like all the tools that I use for my Warper, which are on my own paid version of DaVinci Resolve on my personal work machine, just for workflow purposes and high quality production. Let's just say if we're in Thailand, right, and me and Veronica need to publish teasers, or like we need to do something for vertical format social media day of stories, collaborations, we would definitely want to have access to all the tools that we normally work with, because when we go to the DaVinci Resolve on the remote workstation, the tools are limited. There's very minimal.
Yeah, especially like auto cuts. If we're gonna be creating like teasers, and if we want to have like a really tight deadline, like the studio has auto cuts where you just put the footage and it automatically cuts it, so it makes it easier for us to push any or meet any deadlines that you guys set.
Or just like simply an even better one. So look, AI tools is blocked out in the free version. If we were to go to this one, the paid version, and I delete the subtitles, I go to timeline, AI tools, create subtitles from audio, boom. Look how fast it's gonna create subtitles.
So anyway, sir, it's a $300 investment for the studio to have on the virtual machine, and then that would also give Julia the ability to remote in, and she could have access to work off of the virtual machine for the edits she needs to do, so she's not trying to do it off of her MacBook Air. You're muted, Stuart.
Are we talking about DaVinci Resolve or Adobe?
Well, both. We could put both on here because they're like Veronica's doing the rough edit in Adobe, and then moving that project over into DaVinci Resolve Studio, not the free version, and then that's where all the color grading and all the rest of the stuff can happen.
And you can't do that in Adobe?
Not to this level with what Jeremiah was just showing you.
So why would we use Adobe at all?
Well, for workflow purposes. So Veronica, her native editing platform is Adobe. My native work platform is DaVinci. So if, like, I don't want to speak for anybody, but if you have a key or like a login that we could just put on this machine, so when we're like boots on ground at a film site or a location or shoot, Veronica has access to all her tools, and like she won't have to, like adapt on site or scene and lower production quality. Same thing for the coloring. Coloring, I would probably recommend only DaVinci Resolve.
Well, yeah, I edit on Premiere because, like he was mentioning, that's just where I'm native, my editor. But DaVinci has the best color grading. I mean, big companies use that, so that's why I only do color grading in DaVinci. I mean, I could edit too, but I mean, it's mainly for the color grading and correcting.
Okay, so from me, you need what exactly?
So if we were to have this set up optimally, if you've got that key for Adobe that we could add to this virtual machine, then that would let Veronica do everything she needs to do in Adobe. And then if we get the DaVinci Studio and install that on the machine, that gives us 4 keys for 4 machines for DaVinci Studio. That's correct, Jeremiah?
Yeah. I mean, let's see. I could double check that information, but I know I have like 3 other keys out there that are being used.
Yeah, can you double check that? Cause I don't know anything about the keys when it comes to DaVinci.
So you can have 2 simultaneous activations. So that means they could be running at the same time on 2 computers. And I know I have 2 other machines out there that are signed in, but I guess you could run 2 at the same time for Studio. I'm pretty positive you could sign in on 4 computers, so like really positive.
And then Stuart, technically as well, if we do upgrade the ATEM and have it run a project like from a live show, we can pull that right into Studio and then recut from the live show directly in Studio. So sorry, I know Derek and Jacob, this is maybe a little bit more on the technical editing side than usual, but I'm just trying to make sure we get all the information so that we can make this optimized. And
yeah, and we can get Jeremiah object mount installed locally and set up there as well before we drop off the call, just to make sure you've got.
Yeah,
unless you've seen it enough and you think you can do it, that's fine as well.
For the install, I actually prefer if you guys walk me through it, just cause don't want to miss anything up.
And I'd like to get this on my other.
Is it just right here? Do I just download it right here? Bingo.
Download that, run that.
There's more Mac questions here, Stuart, that I'm sure you'd make fun of me for. So I'm going to get this running on the PC as well, so that that timing out thing shouldn't happen that way.
Yeah, I'm looking, I get 100,000 emails. I'm trying to find the one where I sign up for Adobe.
And Veronica, you got access to this too. If Stuart sent you the login stuff for Adobe, you could install it on the virtual machine.
Yeah, I could do that.
So Stuart, if you don't have to do it right this second, I know you've got a million other things going on, but.
Yeah, I could definitely install it if you like, for sure.
And then that would let you, once it's installed, you could just import your project.
Yeah, I could import it so you guys could see. Yeah, I mean, for sure.
And then we could literally be working on it like collectively.
I would love that, because that would make the deadlines go quicker for us, just so that I know exactly what you two are, want me to take out, put together, and then at that point export it and just color grade it and just keep going.
Yeah.
Yep, Jeremiah, go ahead and save a new license, and you can grab the key in chat. It's the most recent message in our meeting chat.
Chat. On screen. Do you guys own a data center too? Let's see.
Yeah.
Those are definitely the new method. Data centers. I want to get into owning real estate and data centers. All right, where are we at here? Credentials.
And then this should feel familiar to you because you just did this on that VM. Add new
Credential. That would be this guy right here, I believe.
Yeah, so
Do you guys mind,
JB's
Marley, if I go grab my PC and then I can do this as well while we're on the line? I just gotta run down and call. I'll be right back.
This looks right. Bingo.
next your way through.
Enable POSIX. Boom, boom, boom. Mounts. Turn that puppy on. Wow. Très bien. Alright, let's go over here. Let's lurk. Let's boot up my DaVinci. Let's go to edit. Alright, let's delete this. Let's delete that. Jumbo, jumbo. Let's put in a new bin. We'll just name it. Import media. Where would that? How come it's not showing up on my files here? I have to open them out. It's going to be under this PC object mount. This PC, boom. Petaflops. What do they call them? Petaflops. All right, let's go in here. DCIM. Wow, so sexy. Look at all my footage. Okay, so let's just say I want all this. Give me all of it. So this is pulling from the object mount. It's basically like a Dropbox that just like wires in to like my PC. Hello.
Jeremy, bring up your task manager. I just want to see, because this process, I guess, it's like a Dropbox, except any access, it's going to be using your network throughput to get that all over. And there it is. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm not worried about. Yeah, load times when you chuck in, this is like almost like 150 clips. It's always gonna like have a heart attack. Actually, I can even boot up my NZXT. Like, look at my RAM load. It's
sure. Yep.
Yeah, with all that footage, it's OV. Hold on, let me show you my. Actually, I can't. Yeah, I'm running a 3060 here. So let's take a look at some of this footage. Oh, look at that! Boom, codec, H.265, codec. Yep, bingo. See, it is. Yep, see video codec H.265 422 10-bit. So, and it's 4K. So that right there is why Studio Free is not playing it back. So if me and Veronica wanted to film and then edit, we'd have to film at 8-bit color at like, I think it takes 4K, but it would only be like 8-bit color at 4K, which is like kind of like driving a Lamborghini with like shit tires.
Good analogy.
Yeah, I like that.
Veronica, are you getting object mount as well, Veronica? Are you getting that on your machine while we're doing this?
Oh no, I'm just listening. I didn't know you want me to do it right now.
If Derek, if that's not going to interfere, if she can add it without, yeah.
Because there's a lot of. I thought it was just one person per.
So logging into that 5090 enabled VM, that can only be one person at a time, but you all can have object mount installed locally, so you can be treating this cloud bucket as as an external hard drive on each of your machines.
This is code. Alright. Alright, do I need this remote machine still?
So to be clear, that machine is yours. You can install whatever you need on it, change it whatever you need, do whatever you want to it. It's yours to use.
It's yours to use for this POC period through the end of the year. Is finishing that disclaimer statement that Jacob just made.
Gotcha. So it's like a second computer. Nice.
Yeah,
Correct.
Stuart, do you want to log into it as well? Because I know you're way more technical than any of the rest of us on the Connect side.
I mean, I can if you need me to. I'll send you
I'll
all
read into the login information.
what to install on this thing.
Okay, yeah, let me know, and I'll do it at the same time that Stuart does it.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing the same thing right now too. So
What do we have for our CPU?
there we go. I'm in a winter wonderland and at the beach at the same time.
Can I turn on night mode? Looking for. Actually, I don't think I need.
Oh, okay.
Kent, I will repopulate the object mount download link and license key for you.
Perfect. Thank you. Is that object mount? That's
Yeah, if you could send it to me so I could start it.
it should be-
Let me log out of here then, since you guys are going to be hopping in. Boom. Look at this beautiful footage. Look at that. Wow. Veronica, is this me or you?
That's you.
I'm just playing with you.
You say Stuart, hopefully you're not hungry because we're playing with all the cooking footage right now.
Yeah, we are. Look at this. Whoa. Yeah, this food would have been. This food probably tasted really good, huh, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was for the guys who weren't there. We were the team that didn't get fed. It was the point of a couple of fun discussions. Let's say.
I don't want to remember that.
Okay, looks like this is actually fantastic. Wow. How much time is left on all the uploads?
Well, that's why I'm switching it over. Stuart will be proud. I'm installing this on the PC because we've got 14 hours on one day and 18 hours on the other. Day 1 and 2, because this Mac keeps shutting the transfer off because it's not transferring it the same way. That it normally would be. How did you explain it, Dirk? It's just moving the files. Well,
If it keeps falling asleep because it is a network transfer, not a local drive transfer. Even though it looks like a local drive.
Wow.
okay.
4K. Everything.
So I'm gonna drop the. This is weird doing this with two machines at the same time. Where are we at? Object mount. So the access key for everybody is this first one, and then the secret key is the longer one that starts with a J.
So we just type that in.
So once you've installed it, you've installed the object mount and opened it up on your machine, it's going to ask you for your create new mount, and then you'll have your access key and secret key, and those are the two things that I just dropped. So the shorter one is going to be, thanks guys, I'm learning how to train other people on this now.
There we go. Repetition.
There we go. Perfect. Access key is the first one, it's shorter, and then the secret key is the one that's the longer, the second one in the two keys that I just dropped into the chat.
Brian, actually, I haven't seen any of your footage. I'm gonna go look at it right now. Let's do new bin. Let's do R5C. And then we'll title it day 1. R5C day 1. Let's go here.
Okay, so I can see it here, but I shouldn't log in because it's going to boot somebody else out. Is that correct?
I'm already logged out. No, I think for what you're doing, are you logging into the object mount?
Yeah, I'm just opening it now. Mount, object mount. Okay, there we go.
Yep.
Yeah. So I can see it, but I'm not logged into the machine. Is that correct? Derek and Jacob?
Correct. Yeah. Okay. So that machine is just another machine, but object mount is giving you each a local look into that bucket. So you're all using the same external hard drive at the same time, thanks to object mount. That is independent from the remote VM.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you definitely want to coordinate about your folder structure, who's dropping what where, so you don't actually both try to dump something into the same folder and have it right over the top of itself, right? So just a little bit of folder structure and discipline there is all you need to make sure it goes over well.
Yeah, and I don't know if Stuart, you're mounted. I don't know if you're going to or trying to say something there, but yeah, for this project, with the exception of Veronica's first episode export, I'll be the one adding all of the content in, and then unless actually Veronica wanted to add one of the folders overnight or something as well, but we can talk about that afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know you can't resource your machine when you've got other things going, but yeah, this will be great because once we've got this all set, this will let us rock through the rest of the episodes quickly, and then make things really easy for our episode review, and then if Stuart wants to jump on and watch one of those episode reviews, which I think the next one he might, we can do that remotely and then make any edits on the fly, right?
I don't need all this stuff, right? What do I have to install? Because I wasn't listening, by the way. So what do you want me to do?
You don't have to do anything. I was just, if you wanted access to this remote machine, because you're...
But it's just on EP, right? It's not MP.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Veronica, how's it coming on your end? Are you...
I mean, I'm trying, but it's not letting me download it. So I'm looking through the messages to make sure that I clicked on the right one. But what time are we, I have to head out in like 10 minutes. So I could call Jeremiah or one of you later to upload it, but I can't do it. I'm trying to.
Okay. No, that's no problem. I think.
Because Jeremiah knows how to do it, right? Yeah, it's not letting me do it.
I know how to do it. I got all the deets.
Okay.
Perfect. So I guess for Jeremiah, Veronica, do you have any questions for Derek and Jacob moving forward?
This ends on the 31st of December?
Yes, that is what we have the trial set for.
Okay, and then how much storage is on the remote drive? I think that's
that is 5 terabytes worth of footage. But if you do need more, just let us know. We can extend extend that bucket's capacity if you need it.
Can we extend it after so like let's just say it expires, and then we renew with you guys. Can we extend at any point during our relationship, our subscription, whatever you call it?
Yes. So here in this POC phase, if you need more capacity, just let us know. But then, if you were to become a paying customer, there is no limit to how much you can store with us.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, and if we need to bump out the trial and the storage a little bit longer, because I don't know if anybody's going to be trying to log on December 31st to or just an extension, that's fine too. Let's just bump out so they can just leave the content there for a little bit longer if they want to come back in the first week of January, and we can sort out the continuing thing as well. That's fine too.
Gotcha. Okay.
Perfect. And then you shared with Stuart what the pricing model looked like, kind of at that 5 terabyte level moving forward. Stuart, are you clear on that? So you can make that decision when we get there if everybody's loving it, which looks like his path we're on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find. I don't like anything Adobe. I don't like anything other than what I do. But you can. I'm logged into it. I'm trying to put the software on it. Alright, where is it? I've got like 5,000 apps available, isn't it?
Because I think this will eliminate some of those other challenges with the best of show as well, Stuart, for the editing portion of that.
Yeah, maybe. Hoping we can get that moving.
Jeremiah, are you working off of the object mount footage?
No, this is I'm on my own machine right now.
But are you using the clips from the mount?
Yeah.
Or are you using the... Okay.
I'm using the clips from the mount, so... here, let me show you. Because I have dual screen on. So for right now, I have all of Veronica's FX3 footage. Like, these are all her clips from the day one. Some of them are still loading in, but, I mean, they're all generally speaking here. And then I have my R5C footage. These are all still here. I mean, it's just so much load in 4K at, like, 30 FPS is, like... But I used... Yeah, this was a clip. Actually, let's see if it'll play. Yeah, see, now they're loading in. These were clips that I filmed. So, as of... This is under this box, which is connected to the object mount. So for under my PC, I have like all of my personal drives here, and then object mount is right here, which is just like super easy to like grab.
Awesome.
Yeah, everything on my end working. I'm sure exactly how intended.
Yeah, so Stuart, that's the other thing too. So Jeremiah's working off of the footage that is in the cloud on his local computer. Correct?
Yeah, I'm working precisely. Exactly.
Perfect. Yeah, this is great. Thank you guys for all your time. I know it's a lot of little questions and intricacies to work this, but we really appreciate it.
Yeah, nope, all good. And JG would have been here to say hi, but he happens to be about 10,000 feet in the air on an airplane. So I'm sure he'll be eager to catch up with you when he lands and he's grounded to catch up with you all. So I'll be sure he will be sure to reach out and set up a next contact point Next week is Thanksgiving, but we should, probably try to catch up the first week of December, see how things are going, and yeah. We can, of course, seriously send any emails with any questions that you may have. But I think you guys are, you all are dangerous. You're good to go.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is really exciting, and yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, Stuart, for setting this up for the initial call too.
Yeah, you should have now on that machine, maybe. Let's see what it installed.
Yeah, whenever.
Yeah, I would love that. I'd definitely do it today so I could get also update like with whatever it needs.
Yeah, just as a heads up, like for the editing team, I'm not gonna be. Actually, if anything, the drone shots, which I'm not sure if you guys have, I have. I think it's in one. Yeah, it is in one. There's like these drone shots right here. I'm not sure if you guys have all of these quite yet, which is like. Let me move this into the drone category. Oh, it looks like I already had it in here. Fantastic. I think these ones.
I don't know if someone wants to log into this thing and see if it makes sense what I've installed, because it didn't like it. So.
Let's see.
I added Adobe to it.
Oh wait, yeah, that is the right one. I might kick you off. I'm gonna take.
Oh, you will kick me off. That's fine.
Okay. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. So I picked up exactly where I'm assuming you left off. So
yeah. So you should be able to hook that, I guess, to this object store now.
Let's see. This looks like it. I've never used Premiere, but I'm assuming it's hop in here. We'll call it tool test time. Line.
The only thing I regret is we didn't start this 3 weeks ago.
Right? Okay. Whoa. Let's see. Would we be able to hear audio? Default output, no device available. Audio. Okay. Go to import. Oh, these are sample media. So if I wanted to. See, where do I go to import some goodies? Let's try. Well, it's working. Let's put it that way.
Perfect.
I'm pretty new to all the Adobe Premiere.
Perfect. So we'll get Veronica set up. We can import her project and then be up and running. And then for back to the mounts and setting up another folder, once these are finished transferring in, just create a Tulum folder, move the existing folders into that, and then for the next project, just create Best of LA folder, and then those assets can sit there. Is that the best way to do it? So we're using the same mounting structure?
That'd be an easy way to do it, yeah.
So the idea is to have all your footage in an external hard drive. Sounds like smooth like butter, but ultimately only one person could be on this server. And if you're a Mac user, forget it. It's like all these extra steps just to connect it. So it's mainly for PC. Another thing is, if this is something you're using for your editing team, you have to have reprogram your key shortcuts and everything that you have created in your DaVinci or your Premiere in a completely new one, so that when whoever goes on this drive could go and use it's just that sounds crazy. All of that sounds just too much. I was trying to use it for probably a week, and then I stopped because, first of all, just imagine having to relink your footage every time you open your project. Nope. What about reprogramming DaVinci and Premiere just so that when whoever goes on this drive could go and use it's just that sounds crazy. All of that sounds just too much. So, but actually, out of everything, the owners were not even like really nice. And I think I get it. You're PC guys. You don't really do customer service. But if you're trying to promote something like this to editors all over the world, you're going to need someone to at least be nice. And it's expensive. It is expensive. So again, these are all red. The only thing that I would say that would even be good about this